I've got my boy Elijah. He's in Colombia this time. He made it.
Yes, I'm in Colombia this time. The country, we made it to the country.
Yeah,
Oh my
not
God,
not
so
the
much has
not the
happened.
university.
Nothing university in the country at all.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like it's wonderful. I'm in love. Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Really?
Um, yeah, currently, okay, I originally flew to Medellin, not Medellin, I'm sorry, I originally flew to Bogota, right, which is the capital. And everybody was like, I feel like people in America, they make it seem like, wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me well? Okay, okay,
Hmm.
just checking. People in America make like Colombia seem like this like incredibly violent third world country with like no fucking laws and shit. And all the laws are very lax. They're not like it's not crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel terribly unsafe, you know, or at least in the part of Bogota I was in. I speak I speak on my experiences and like how it was in my part of the city. But yeah, it was um it was definitely like really fun. Okay, so I got to I got to the airport, went through the customs or whatever. One thing that I wasn't ready for is that I noticed that every official place that has like more than 50 to 100 people in it at a time is going to be accompanied by police. I don't know why. I don't really know much about Colombian history to like speak on it, but like that at first I found it a bit intimidating, but
Hmm.
I actually really liked it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't mind it because the police are nice here. You know, like America, where it's like, you know, people just don't fucking talk to the police because, like, I'm not saying all police are bad or like they're all stuffed up, but like the police that are nice and friendly are definitely the minority in America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so yeah, that's one thing. Cause like
So to any
when I
place
say
that
there's
has
police like
50 plus
everywhere,
people, they're the police are just there.
there's police that are gonna be like the library, frankly, police was
Wow.
there. Yeah, like police was everywhere. And then even in Medellin, like they just be chilling on the corners. They just be any place that has like that's what I realized like more than 50 to 100 people, there's just gonna be police there. The only time I
Interesting.
haven't seen police there with a lot of people was a bar, but I guess that doesn't really count since there's no more than 25 people. I've never seen more than 25 people in a bar, at least so far. Oh, that rhymes. Oh, look at me.
Damn.
Um,
Okay, keep going. I'll drop a beat. Shit.
okay.
Nah, I can't. I can't
But
beatbox.
like, oh my
Wait, can you
God.
drink over
So
there? You can
I
go
don't
in the
really
bars
talk
over
to
there.
anybody. I can drink over here. Oh my God, I'm getting to that. I'm actually getting to that. So
Okay.
you know
All
how
right.
like honestly, I'm kind of glad. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but like after seeing how out of control I was for like the first 3 days here, I was like, dang, I'm kind of glad the drinking age is like 21 in the United States because we can't handle our drinking ages being any lower. Like I was out of control. I was no. I don't know
What
why I was doing all that. Like
were you
um,
drinking?
but like okay, I tried what is that thing called? They had okay, so I tried a Long Island, right? I already tried a Long Island when I was at the club in Atlanta. That's a different story. But a Long Island here is like different. It's like vodka and Coke or some shit. I think that's how we made it or something. I don't know. But no, it's like tequila and something else. It's tequila and Coke, I believe.
I can't do tequila,
But
man. I
oh
can't
my
do
God,
tequila. It's too
I did
much.
not know. I did not know tequila was that serious,
Hmm.
like at all. Like I had my first tequila experience in Bogota. It was like I felt that shit in like 20 minutes. I was like, why did I do this to myself? I was like, why did I do this to myself? And it was wonderful though. It was wonderful.
Nice.
I had the worst hangover of my life the next day though, but it was definitely worth it. Um, yeah. I will say this though. Um, okay. I will say this. The only thing about the only thing about Bogota, in particular, um, that was kind of like, it wasn't, and this isn't really a snub on the city, but like, okay, the people at the hostel, right? That particular hostel, they was just not like, they was just not friendly. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, people at the hostel I'm in Medellin, everybody's friendly or whatever. Like, at the hostel in Bogota, like, the people, like everybody, the people are really friendly. But like the foreigners weren't friendly. Does that make sense? That doesn't
Hmm.
make. I know it sounds weird.
No, that
It's
makes
like
sense. I don't
I
know
found
why
that I
it's
found that
like
very
that.
strange.
Yeah.
That was very strange for me. The foreigners here are very strange, but in Bogota, they was just like, why are you here? Nobody's forcing you to be here. It
It's
was
like
just
they're on
really
a field
weird.
trip that they don't want to be on.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Was
That's
there any
exactly what it
place
gave
in
me on. It was
particular that the unfriendlies were from?
yes, actually, most of the unfriendlies were from France. They were
Oh,
either
that makes
from
sense.
France
That makes
or they
sense.
were from, yeah, like hella stuck up. And I was like, wow, y'all are not helping y'all stereotype right now.
Yeah, right.
Um,
Shit.
yeah, most people at that particular hostel was from France. So, um, France or actually, yeah, most now that I'm thinking about it, most of them was from France. Like we had some Germans, but they was not even close to or the UK. Some people from the UK, but they were more snobby than me, if that makes sense. Yeah,
Okay.
like
But the French were
yeah, like
mean.
at
In
the
what
front
way?
desk. Yeah, the French was just like kind of they was like a little bit rude. Like, okay, like so I was at the reception desk, right? And this conversation is in Spanish, right? Um, we were like I was talking to the guy and I was like asking him for like another towel or whatever. And then he was like, I did not know the guy, but he was like, he didn't really know how to. I was struggling with a word in Spanish. He was like, okay, so you want this? And then I was like, yeah. And then I switched it back to Spanish, and I was explaining to him what I wanted, right? So this French girl, she's gonna turn and he's gonna be like, she tells me, she's like, I think he, she's like I think you need to tell him that, I think you told him that da 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 da. I don't remember what she said, but it was so dumb because it's like that wasn't what we're talking about. One, I didn't ask you for help, and two, you were loud, proud, and wrong. I don't know. She turned in a conversation, and she was like kind of mean. Like she was talking to me as if like I was dumb, you know.
So
But
she wasn't trying to be
yeah,
funny. She was just being like a bitch.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I just kept having really bad experiences with like I don't want to say bad experiences because like I don't really see it as bad, but it was just like repetitive experiences with the French treating me like I don't know, like I should not be here. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. That's essentially what they're treating me like. They're treating me as if I should not be here. Like I don't know how to explain it. That's the best way I can describe it. It's
Are there
like
not as many French people where you are now compared to Bogota?
yeah, yeah, there's not that many French people. I don't know why. But it was just that particular hostel though. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know why it was like I found that a bit weird.
Okay, so you flew down
But
to Bogota, and then what did you do? Like, how did you spend your days there?
okay. So I spent 4 days in Bogota and um I kept okay, the first day I was there, I tried to go out to find something to eat. I asked the receptionist lady or like at the hostel. I'm like, hey, you know any of any good like vegetarian places around here, vegan vegetarian? She's like, yeah, just make two rights, and there's gonna be like it's gonna be like a place called um La Vegana or something like that. Why did I find myself in a dark alley? I said, not today,
Hmm.
Satan. And what I just walked straight past it. I was like, I don't know what kind of setup she trying to like, no. And oh yeah, for context, here it gets dark at like 5.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
the sun sets at 5 and the sun like yeah. But so it was like 5, 6 p.m. It's dark as fuck outside. And I'm like, like there ain't no life, there ain't no nothing down. I was like, I ain't even going.
So what the fuck you doing past 5? You
So
just staying in the common area, hanging out with the people?
yeah, okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Okay. All right.
Can I tell you what? So there's this guy. I walked past the restaurant. He's like, do you wanna? He says in Spanish, like, do you wanna try? Do you wanna come in? And I'm like, yeah, like, of course, I'll try your food. Da 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 da. It was really good. Or whatever. And yeah, so when I got back, when I went out, I forgot which direction I came in. So I was just pretty much lost for like I was pretty much lost, but and at first I freaked out, but like as soon as I figured out that I had a GPS, like I don't know if it's just Apple Maps, but like everything was like kind of backwards. So the directions and the roads are very confusing on a map, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like right is left and left is right. Like it's pretty crazy. So I was just like, oh well, I'm gonna just walk until I walk past the hostel. Like I'm just not. Wasn't afraid. Like I was basically just exploring. But it was also nighttime though, so it was kind of like, all right, I gotta wrap this shit up. I did find the hostel, so it was pretty okay. But I tell you that because the next several days it gave me the idea to just walk around and explore. And just remember the times I came back, and that's what I did. I was walking around, and I I found so many interesting things. Um, but more specifically, like I found this bookstore, right? And it's really interesting, like the books that they had there, and like um, they seemed to be a bit surprised that I was interested in their reading recommendations. They, yeah, I asked them, hey, what books do you recommend? And this girl recommended this book by Murakami. It was pretty interesting. Um, and because I'm learning Spanish, I'm finally being put in scenarios that wasn't, I never thought I would be put in. So I'm using Spanish that, are you, are you wearing your public shirt?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's a polo.
I see a gray collared shirt and I'm like, oh my God,
Uh,
are you for real?
I kept it though. I kept the public shirt. I kept it
Oh my God.
just in
Okay, okay.
not in case I go back, but just I want to fucking look at it and be like,
Okay,
yeah, I used
okay.
to wear that shit.
I'm about to ask you about that.
Okay.
I was gonna get this thought out.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, basically, like, what I would do is like, kind of like, accidentally on purpose get lost. Like, I would just explore. I would just venture out like really, really far
Mm-hmm.
into the city, and it was nice. It was really nice. I Lots of great places to eat, but I will say this: I tried every place that I tried was completely at random. Um, and they had this. Oh my God, Frankie! They had this fruit called jugo de lulo. Oh, this juice called jugo de lulo. It is amazing. It is literally amazing. And then it looks like this actually. This is jugo de maracaya or something like that. Maracaya. Um,
Fucking send me some.
yeah, yeah.
Ship it over here.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll survive the flight though. That's the only thing. Like,
Yeah.
and like oh my gosh, that's another thing. Like, a lot of the food here is like grown from here, right? Like, how like in the U.S., like a lot of our food is imported, so like it kind of comes here before it's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, or like they quickly ship it here, so like it can have a shelf life here. Like, like the food at the supermarkets here, like it's already right. It's kind of designed for you to shop every day. If
That's
that makes
cool.
sense.
That's neat.
Yeah, like it's already right. So it's like, dang, like I can't like I couldn't buy a banana 3 days before and expect it to survive the flight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Shit's
it's not
fresher
gonna
over
work.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fresher. Or by the time it gets to America, it's gonna be like, ew, what is this? Like, but yeah. And so it's been pretty interesting. And then, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. The interesting stuff really started to happen when I got to Medellin. Or when I took the bus to Medellin. I took a bus. Most confusing thing ever. That day was a complete disaster. Because it was a 12-hour bus ride from Bogota to Medellin, and although the view was so beautiful, and I recommend anybody that goes to a different country, if you can take a bus from city to city, that is like the safest way to see the countryside and the safest way to like see the country without seeing the country.
Trains
Like, you know
too.
what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, trains. Like, yeah, I was just like, wow, I was so interested. Um, yeah. So I got to Medellin, and but because like how like with iPhones, like if you have low reception, like it drains your battery.
Yeah.
I did not realize until I got there that my phone was almost dead. I left my phone charged, didn't use my phone all day, and then when I got there, it was basically dead. And
Nice.
I got there very late. It was like 8 o'clock at night. Um, I was like, oh shit, my phone is dead. I go to the bus station. No, my phone was dead. I was hungry as fuck, and I had to piss really badly. So thank God, thank God for Uber, because I was now this is where things get interesting. So after I pay to use the bathroom, you have to pay to use the bathroom at the bus rooms here. Um,
Hmm. Okay.
I had to pay to use the bathroom. I go in the bathroom, I slip. That shit was embarrassing, and it was like in the restroom. Um, and then so I leave the bathroom, buy this. They have like this jelly donut, but like at Dunkin' Donuts here, but the Dunkin' Donuts they have like different types of jelly donuts. And the one that I have was strawberry jelly, and it was actually pretty soft. Um, so yeah, I ate a donut, and then I went through how to look for a charging station or find a place to charge my phone. And after I charged it up to like 7%, and mind you, it's like crowded. It was like people everywhere, and then there's people everywhere, and I go to there's people everywhere. I go, so I finally there were so many people that I don't feel comfortable getting an Uber here because like there's too many people that look like me. If that makes sense. Like in Bogota, there wasn't that many black people, but like not only was there like more black people in Medellin, but I blend in. Like there's nothing that I could say to the Uber driver to make me stick out. So I
Okay.
was just like, yeah, like getting an Uber in Bogota was really easy because I just stuck out with it sort of. But here it was just like
How do
there's
you get
just
into
too
an
many
Uber
cars
if your
going
phone
on,
didn't have
too many
battery?
people.
I thought your phone ran out.
Oh no, I charged my phone. I was able to charge my phone.
Okay, okay.
I was able to find a charging station because they also charge for that too. But I had to actually find an available one.
How much does it cost? Like, how
And
much did the bathroom
yeah,
cost?
I was only able.
How much?
The bathroom costs like 500 pesos. 500 pesos. So I think that was equivalent, the American equivalent to maybe like 25 cents, 50 cents.
That's
Yeah, I would say
crazy.
like,
That the
yeah,
inflation is like that. You said 500 pesos?
yeah, that
25
is
cents.
crazy. Oh my God, it kind of reminds me of like last night. I was eating out, right? Um, I was eating out, and okay, so this lady gave me like 2,000 pesos, all in coins, right? I was like, wow, just give me all this change. Like, this is like so dumb. So when I went to the restaurant, like, I just dumped the change onto the thing. I put my bill down, the bill I was gonna pay with, and for my tip, I just dumped all the change in my wallet. And why was everybody like, like that was just really funny to me. I was like, little do y'all know that I only dumped $3 USD onto this goddamn tip. But but that was like a lot of money for them. Like the guy was like, thank you so much. Da, da, da. I was like, no, like it's fine. Like for real, like you did a great
Really?
job. Like,
Like,
yeah, like oh
are you rich there?
they were like actually I wouldn't say rich. I'm like upper middle class here.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like upper middle class here, but like my mom would be wealthy here. Like my mom or
Interesting.
like anybody that has like, a career in the U.S., like you would be wealthy, like actually really rich.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Yeah,
I
my
will say
cousin's
this
doing
though.
pretty well financially, and he lives there right now.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's
What does your
fucking
cousin
doing.
do?
He made a bunch of money with cryptocurrency
Oh yeah,
over the
that's the one.
last
It
10
was that
years.
cousin.
Yeah.
That's so fucking
He
crazy.
made a stupid amount of money on crypto. Like he had like Bitcoin and shit when Bitcoin was, I don't know, like
Like not
20
even barely a
20
thing.
25 bucks, $50, like something stupid. So, yeah, just bought a bunch of it and it's more than just like he didn't just buy it, but he's in the know with the crypto scene and all that shit. So he's doing pretty well. Like he's doing well in the
What?
US, so he's got to be doing well in Colombia.
Yeah, doing well. If he's doing well in the U.S., he's gonna be like freaking Bill Gates over here.
Yeah, he showed me his apartment. He showed me his apartment. It was really sick. It was like on the 40th floor of a building with a. It might have been a penthouse. I don't remember, but it was cool. It was a nice
Oh
place.
my God.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Frank, you definitely would have liked this. Like definitely. Like this is definitely up your alley. And then
We should
okay,
go
but I feel like
backpacking
the hostel.
in a country one day. Like we
We
should go
we
find a
should,
country and go do it.
we should. I would definitely be down for that.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but Medellin was definitely a lot more interesting. So when I got here, oh yeah, I missed the part. I okay. So when I got to Medellin, right, there was this group of guys, and I was trying to leave, and I noticed I accidentally like I tripped again, but um
You're
I
tripping.
accidentally cursed in English. Huh?
I said you're tripping.
Yeah, I was tripping again. I tripped over something and I accidentally cursed in English, right? I was like, oh fuck. like around like English is not the language you want to speak when you're around people that are kind of sketchy because it's just like, oh my god, now they're gonna ask me questions. Like, so so it's like, or like now I just drew a ton of attention to myself just by saying a word. So so I'm like, oh, fuck. And so these guys like trying to talk to me. They're like, this is all in Spanish, by the way. I'm only putting that out there because they don't really speak English here like
Mm.
that. So they're like, oh, like where are you from? Like what are you like? Where are you going? I was like, man, I have to tell a bull faced lie. I said, it's funny how they bought it too. I was like, I literally just said, oh, what did I say? I said, I actually was very vague. I said I'm from the islands, and I'm from the islands. Um, I'm trying to think. I said I'm from the islands, and
Are you there on
I
vacation or
forgot what else I
something?
said. Oh no, I said I'm from the islands and I'm trying to find a restaurant. That's what I said. I didn't
Uh,
want to disclose that I was from America because that was just a suicide note right there. Like I don't know, like there's too many people crowding around me, like
hmm.
expecting a response from me in order for me to like, I was like, I said the islands because like a lot of people assume here that people from the islands are poor, and it worked. It worked because some of them did walk away when I said I'm from the islands. It was like, oh okay, you're from the islands, okay, cool, and they walked away. One of them did not believe me. One of them was on to me.
Nice.
And then
Dude, that's scary.
what's it called? Yeah. So I was trying to walk away, but he kept following me and like asking me questions. He's like, what do you want? Like he's like, can I'm trying to I can't differentiate whether he was interested in me or whether he was what's it called? He was interested in me, trying to be friendly or trying to I don't know what he was trying to do. Like
Yeah, you didn't know
his
his
intentions were so
intentions.
like gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, like his intentions were so gray. And so he's like, "Oh, do you want hot dogs? I can get you a hot dog." Da, da, da. He's like, "Off me," and you get me stuff. And I'm like, "No, like I'm fine."
Yeah,
Like,
you're like, I don't know what
and
you mean
then
by hot dog.
yeah, like yeah, for real, like leave me alone. And then and then but I think like the final straw was like he followed me like it had to be like a block. Like you're following me. Like I keep telling you like I did tell him I was like, listen, I'm not having a very good this is Spanish. I actually told him I was like, listen, I'm not having a very good day today and I'm a little bit stressed out. I really just don't feel like talking to people right now. And then and then and so I say in Spanish, I'm like, déjame en paz, which is like leave me alone, like leave me in peace, right? And he says in Spanish, she's like, "Whoa, whoa! I didn't know you was from Sao Paulo, which is like a place in Brazil." He thought I was from the hood of Brazil when I said that. So I was like, "Hmm, quite weird." I finally found out where you're from. You're a liar. You call me liar and like da 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 da. And I was like, Brazil is still like a third world country. Like, okay, I don't care. I don't know you. So so it's like, that was pretty interesting. But he left me alone after well, technically he didn't leave me alone until the police started like until I started walking towards the police. That's when he already left me alone. So that happened when
Good
I was
thing the
walking
police
towards
are
the
everywhere
police.
then. That made that easier.
Honestly, yeah, you're it sure did make everything easier. But but yeah, so I get to Medellin. I finally get to the hospital, get to Medellin. Super nice and honestly, this is the most diverse hostel I've ever experienced. Um and they have a lot of cool stuff in Medellin. Like currently I'm in a work cafe. They have lots of work cafes here. I guess working from home is popular here. I don't know. Where you can basically like pay you can like pay to like you pay like 20,000 pesos, which is probably about like maybe like $5 or $6 USD, and there's like coffee and juice included in that. So and you can choose like the first floor, the second floor. It's pretty nice. And I've met so many people like earlier today. Like just I was having lunch with like these two guys um they're Dutch. They're from Holland or the Netherlands.
Okay.
Um, this guy from England and this guy from Australia. and it's really it was actually really interesting. We were all like talking about like um stereotypes and stuff like that, and you're like, what kind of regional stereotypes do you guys have? I was like, honestly, there's only there's only one stereotype that's worth explaining. Florida people.
Mm.
That's the only stereotype. That's the only American stereotype that's worth explaining. And when I tell you, I have never had so many people reeled into the conversation because it was like, what? Like, and like I was like, y'all do know like a lot of those like Florida man memes, like that shit is real. Like that's not like that wasn't a meme. Like that wasn't just a meme. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that's real shit.
I see pictures of shit like that all the time. Like yeah. So I was just like,
I lived there
and I
my
was
whole
just
life.
telling
That was me.
literally,
Yeah.
you were Florida man. We
Yeah, we
know
had
this.
hurricane
This is your people. This
parties.
is
There
like your
were
alley.
hurricane parties all the time. Every summer when there's a hurricane, we would throw parties. When there's a hurricane, I would stand outside and watch it from my front porch because it was exciting to me. Our ponds had
Oh
alligators in it. Like my friend's neighbor's dog got eaten by an alligator.
God,
Dude, all hurricanes, alligators, and stupid people and ignorant people. That's Florida.
that is literally why was that? You hit every point, and the alligator one was really like was really hitting home for them too. Like I was like, not only does the most crazy shit happen, like there's a lot of stuff that like happens in Florida that like if it happened outside of Florida, it would be the most abnormal shit ever.
Yeah.
Like Florida's the only place where I see white girls in box braids and nobody gives a fuck. It's the only place ever I've ever seen that ever.
That's
Like
so funny that
outside
you
of
went with
Florida, that's
Florida.
like no.
Yeah,
What'd
it's
you say?
true. I said it's so funny that you went with Florida for the stereotypes. Yeah,
Yes.
Florida and Alabama has some
Yes.
too, but that's pretty much those
Yeah,
are the
I did
biggest
go over
ones.
Alabama and Texas, but Florida was like the most like
Florida's the best one.
because
Florida's
I
best
will
of
say
both
this
worlds.
though. Yeah, and like Florida is like I feel like just in my opinion, like Florida's like actually interesting. Like how do I live just a state over and it's just completely different world, a completely different world. Never seen people like this, never met people like this. And it was just so funny. And then we talked about American politics for a while, and like you know they were just like so surprised about our healthcare system, and I was just like y'all I had to explain this. I was like, y'all, America is a hyper capitalist country. This shit is not surprising. Like, a lot of stuff that's surprising me, y'all, like, this is my life. Like, I
Yeah,
don't, this is, doesn't, like,
that's
this
how I
is
feel
what
about
it is.
Florida.
So it sounds terrible to y'all, but like, that's actually the perfect example. Like, this isn't crazy to you. This is your life.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Like the
You lived
alligators
it.
are
So
my
it's like,
neighbors. Yeah,
yeah, I was like, I connected to them too. I was like, Florida's the only place, or you will see an alligator casually walking somewhere and nobody bats an eye. Like, like this is literally a mini dinosaur walking around, and you guys aren't scared. Like, no.
yeah, yeah. There will be alligators on the golf courses, or especially if you go down to the Everglades. They're just walking around there. They're there. It's not hard
I'm
to
not
find
trying
an
to go
alligator.
down there.
Yeah. Where would you
Oh
go? Where would
no,
you go
Florida's a
backpacking
whole
next?
different
Like
world.
what's next after Colombia if you're gonna do it again?
Honestly, if I was going to backpack, I was thinking. I was actually gonna ask you about that. If you would be interested in backpacking somewhere. I do. Honestly, it all kind of depends on. Okay, I'm going back to college this fall, and it honestly depends on like if I get a break in between, if that makes sense, or like how long that break is.
Okay.
I'm hoping that maybe I could try South America again, like not just Colombia, but like try to hit, you know,
Machu
or
Picchu. Let's go to Peru.
yeah, or I was thinking Thailand.
I
I
was
was
gonna
thinking
say
about
I'll
over
do
there
Asia
too.
with you 100%. I'll go to Southeast Asia. Hit up
Yeah, I
Thailand.
was thinking about Asia.
It's not that
Because the
expensive.
only thing Yeah, I was thinking about asking you about Thailand or Asia because it's like the only thing about like South America is like I actually do when I'm here more on a language exchange than a vacation. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
yeah, this is more of like a language exchange for me than it is like a long, relaxing vacation. But I will say this though. excuse me, Bogota was the vacation for me, but Medellin is like this is business. Like I'm here to learn Spanish. Like I'm here to study. Like yesterday, I spent like 4 hours studying, trying to get through this book, and it's this concept. Okay, they have like three past tenses, and I was like trying to use them with the teacher. He was like, "Listen, like you really got to get this down because it's like you can't reach fluency without it." And I was like, "Yes, he's right." Like, and but I'm kind of glad I'm putting in the time and the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears because this is like kind of giving me the ability to like have deeper conversations in Spanish. Because I talk a lot in Spanish, but I don't really have complex conversations in Spanish. At least not like about my past, not about my personal past.
Right.
Um, yeah, so that was pretty interesting. But they're like so nice here. And Colombian people, especially Colombian women, like they are ridiculously pretty. And it's like all of them. Like they are so
So I've
pretty.
heard.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes, like it's like I heard it, but people say that without no pictures. Like show me, like no
Well, a big
crazy. Like
reason that I know
it's like
about it is
oh
because, dude, South Florida has them everywhere. So you just kind of know, like they're everywhere in South Florida, and they tell you they're Colombian, and you're
oh
like, oh
yeah,
yeah, I gotta check it out. My cousin was telling me about
yeah.
it too.
Mableton. We just have a lot of not Mableton. I'm sorry, Atlanta. Like we just have El Salvadorans, Mexicans. We don't really have we don't have too many South Americans. If that
No,
makes sense. A lot of Central.
no, not really, dude. Let's
So
go.
yeah, that was pretty
Do you
interesting.
have any other places down there that you're going to before you're coming back up here? How much longer do you have there?
I have 2 more weeks, and I'm only gonna. Okay, my plans was to go to Medellin. I'm on a language exchange right now for the next 2 weeks, and then on the 19th, I'm going back to Bogota for like 3 days. Then I come back on the 22nd. Um,
Okay.
because I really need to make more money during the summer. Um, I want to make more money during the summer. I can travel later in the year.
Let's make a bunch of money this
Yeah.
summer, then blow it in Thailand.
Oh my God, let's
Just
do it. Sounds
fucking
like a
blow it.
plan.
I'm down. I'm seriously down. I'll do it, but I gotta document it. Like I'm gonna bring a camera and
That's
shit.
what. That's the only thing about Colombia. I wish I planned to spend more money than I actually did here, because like I've been big balling here. Like it's wonderful, especially when like I went out. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you. When I was in Bogota, right? I
Hmm.
was I was lost, right? I was like lost. I was like I wasn't scared because like it was as long as it's daylight, I'm never gonna be scared. But it's because I'm always gonna find a way back. But like I got really turned around and confused, and the map didn't make sense. So it's like I was like lost, right? And this girl, she reaches out her hand, but I thought that was a wall. I didn't know that was a window. She reaches out her hand into my face, and I freaking scream in the street. It was pretty funny to me. The locals didn't find that funny though. They was like, I don't know. What was funny is that the female local, that the women were like like concerned. The men was like walking by as if they see shit like this every day. Like it was really funny to me. Like yeah, a lot of them was walking by like they see shit like this every day. Like like what if I was assaulted? Like it was out of nowhere. She just reached her hand out. She was like, like, oh, I'm so sorry, da 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 da. And I was like, and so I saw her. I was like, oh, okay. Like, she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scream. Like, you just really scared me. I thought this was one big mural wall. I didn't know there was a window right there. and so,
I'm curious, how
and
much
so,
money?
yeah,
Like, what's the total amount of money that you think you're gonna be spending down there,
I think like
including everything, like
outside,
including the flights? I just want to know how
including
much
the
it would.
flights.
Yeah.
Okay, so I spent about 300 on flight. I'm in a hostel specifically for language learners with language classes. So
So you're
that's
paying a
about
little
two
extra
hundred
for
dollars
that.
a week.
Okay.
Yes, I'm paying extra for that. So it's $200 a week, and that's
That's
including
hilarious. That
food.
$200 a week will get you a night and a half at a normal hotel in the U.S. Though.
Yes,
I've done
barely
a
a
lot
night.
of
No, no, a
traveling over
night
here.
at a
Like,
three-star hotel.
yeah, like a decent hotel for $200. You
Yes,
that'll get you a whole week over there plus plus classes. That's dope. Okay,
for
so the
real.
flights are three
So that's
hundred.
flights are 300. Classes. This first I booked it for 2 weeks. That's 400.
Mm-hmm.
So already at $700, right? So after I did that, sorry, I'm trying to think. Classes are four. Okay, okay. And the first hostel I went to in Medellin, that was about $130. And the second hostel I'm going to be going, not in Medellin, Bogota. The first hostel I
Mm-hmm.
went to in Bogota was $130. And the second hostel I'll be going to in Bogota is also $130. So we're already at $260
How many
extra
weeks
on
is
top of
that, or how
that.
many days is that? The second time around is
21
three
days.
days, right? No, but the second time around is three
Oh, how
days
many days? How many days? Oh, no,
in
wait.
Bogota.
I got mixed up. I'm sorry, it's not $160. I think I missed the currency. It's 160 pesos, so it was actually $36. Yeah,
A night
I'm
or
sorry. I'm like trying to put. No, it was like $16 a night in
oh my god.
Bogota, or
You're making me
14.
want
Shit, I
to you're
can't
making me want to
remember.
go backpacking.
No, like you have to go. Like it's not an option. Like
You're gonna go
Frankie,
with
like
me. We're gonna go to
your whole
Thailand.
life is ahead of you. You have to. It's literally so wonderful. It was so you don't even know, Frankie. You don't even know.
I'm telling you,
It
I
was
told you that
just
my
so
cousin offered to give me $10,000 to go to South America earlier this year. And instead of doing that, I fucking moved up here because I let a couple people convince me it was a bad idea. So I moved up here and I stayed in Georgia,
I
which
don't even
like,
know how you did that. But honestly, Frankie, thank you though, because I wouldn't have even done this if you didn't leave. If you didn't even let. I wouldn't have even done this until you like. If you didn't explain how I was kind of in my own way, I would have never done this. Does that make sense?
yeah. Oh, that makes me feel good. At least I was able to influence you in what I believe to be a
Oh
good
my
direction.
god. Oh my god. Yeah. Because I was at home and I remember I was journaling. I was like really just like, am I really in my own way? And I remember I was like, dang, like, what am I waiting on? Like, I don't have school or anything, so it's just like I might as well.
Yeah.
Like, who's stopping me to happiness? Because I'm so glad I did this. And can I tell you what was the best decision I ever made
What's that?
personally? The best decision I ever made was to not tell my family that I'm going. That was the best decision I ever made. Or when I say my family, I mean like my extended family. I told my mother, I told my sisters, that's it. Nobody else knew that I was going to Colombia. I told
Hmm.
my grandmother, I didn't tell any of them. Because I knew that if I told them, they were going to convince me not to leave or put their own like thoughts and fears
Oh, that's
into
where
my
I fucked
plans.
up, man. That's where I fucked up. I should have just done what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also didn't tell nobody. I also didn't tell anybody of my. I didn't tell any of my friends either. I only told my open-minded friends. If I had a friend that was, I don't like telling people that are opinionated about my plans, because yeah, they'll try to. You gotta like. I kind of went the hard way in life. That you kind of gotta. If you want to get anywhere, you just gotta move through. You gotta move. You gotta move in silence.
Yeah, kinda. I agree with you unfortunately on that. It's just it's not easy to not
Yeah.
allow other people's opinions to get into your head and to rethink
Yeah.
situations and yeah.
Definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I'm just
let's
glad that
get
I
back
learned
to
it
I'm
early
curious
on.
what the total price is. So you're gonna be there for 21 days, and
Yes.
we got a one number. I know that where you're at now, that's $200 for 1 week, so that's $400
Oh,
plus
the total price.
yeah
Okay.
for the whole trip.
Okay. Okay. So, and I was only planning on spending like maybe like hold on. How much are we at now? Okay, if I spent like $60. Okay, because it was private, I believe the actual cost is like $60 for the first round of Bogota, right? But the second go round, because it's not a private room, I believe it's $30. So that's
Okay.
only $90 for for I believe 6 days in Bogota. No, 7 days in Bogota. Um, yeah, that's around $90 for 7 days in Bogota, right? Um, I was only planning on spending.
So
I was
just in
only
terms of
planning on
housing,
spending
we're at
200.
90 plus 400, so we're at 490 for housing.
Yes, we're at 400,
Let's just say 500, I guess.
490. Yeah, just say 500 for housing,
Plus
and let's
300 for the
say
flights, so we're at 800.
that's the round trip flight.
Yeah.
You have to put the round trip flight, and that's 800 so far. Dang, I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I was only
Now we need
planning on
food and
spending. Now, here's where
transportation.
shit gets crazy. Here's where shit gets crazy. I've only spent $14 in Uber, so let's call that 15, and that's for like 3 or 4 Ubers, like 40-minute
No
Ubers. Like
fucking way.
I don't even know how it was that cheap.
Get
It
the
doesn't
fuck
even
out of here.
like that's crazy. Like the Ubers are like dirt cheap. Like
An
are y'all
eight
even making
minute
any
Uber, an
money? Are
eight
y'all
minute
even
over
making any
Uber
money?
over here is for 8 minutes. It's like $12.
Literally, but a
Literally,
40-minute Uber here is like $7
dude.
USD.
Oh my god.
I'm so serious. It's like actually
You're getting me
insane.
ready
And it's like,
to go backpacking, Elijah.
oh my God, I'm so serious, Frankie. And you can do it anytime by yourself. I'm so serious. Like, okay. So basically, right? Um, and the bus was $20 for a 12-hour bus ride, 10
Fuck
12
out
hours.
of here. Get the
Yeah,
fuck
it was
out.
supposed to be 8 hours, but it was 12 hours, and it was only $20. Um, yes, and
So are you just walking
so
around with a
that's
big backpack?
no, actually, I have my I have an anti-theft backpack I bought off Amazon, and then I have my carry-on.
Okay.
That's it. And I also brought this sling with me, so I can leave all my stuff at the hostel, and I can like walk around with something. Or I see a lot of women that like are people that like bring their large handbags. They want to bring their laptop too.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah.
Okay, so back to the
It
money.
was
Sorry, I interrupted you. I want to get a
no.
total
Okay,
price.
the money. Okay. Here's the
I
thing.
think we're like a
I'm not
thousand
gonna
right
lie to
now.
you. Once I found out, yeah, we are at 1,000. We are at 1,000. That's how much I was planning on spending.
Okay.
That's what and but when I found I can drink, and when I found how good the food actually was, Frankie, I was big balling. I was big balling. I was like, I was like, fuck it. We're spending up our whole savings today. Not today, but the, my I have 2 savings accounts, so I'm not broke, but Frankie, I think I busted through. I think I busted through another $600. Or I'm projected to bust through another $600, $500.
Oh, 1,600 bucks for 3 weeks? That's nothing. That's nothing.
Yes.
You're doing fine.
But like keep in mind that like the drinks and the food are so good. Frankly, I can't even stress it. Like I can't even explain it. Like I like it made me realize I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I don't think I've eaten this good in my life. Like at least like eaten this good that wasn't homemade food in my life. Like I guess it's
Really?
like in the United States, like we're so focused on like convenience and time that like people don't even care about the quality of their food. But even Applebee's, like it's designed for you to sit there and wait for 20 minutes, but that shit is still microwave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Ooh, I would love
so
some
I'm
good
just
food,
like,
man.
so
I'm
like here,
spoiled. I'm spoiled with food because we make our own
I
food over
swear.
here. So we can't just go out and enjoy food because usually food's bad. You go to restaurants, usually mediocre. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking. Yeah, it's so good. Like the food here, I mean, there's so many like fruits and variety and types of stuff that you can try here. Like you couldn't even imagine. Like I literally tried to, where I was like, wow, I can't even believe this exists. Like this is so beautiful. It was actually insane.
Damn.
But yeah, I was thinking about also a lot of people here. Like I met a lot of people at the hostel too, and they like I'm they opened up to me a lot about a lot of their opportunities that they were taking advantage of too for like foreigners. There's like hostels and stuff like that where if you volunteer at that hostel in other country, they'll pay for like your food and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you can have a place to stay. And I was like, whoa, that is so cool. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm so annoyed that I found that out right before I'm leaving, not leaving for
That's
college.
what my cousin
I'm
did.
leaving for
So
college.
not only did my cousin make a bunch of money and then move to Colombia, but this guy backpacked through different countries for like 10, 15 years. Like that's all he did. Like before he even made the money. So he went all through Europe, through Asia, through South America, and then out of all the places that he's been to, he chose Colombia to move to. So that was his
Wow. Yeah,
choice.
I was thinking about just like doing this semester and like either taking the next semester off or like what's it called? Taking the summer off and just completely like backpacking, like honing in, you
Let's do
know.
it. I want to do
But
it.
I'm so glad. Yes, sounds like a plan. I'm just glad I did it because it's just like I don't have any regrets though because like honestly with my year learning from my year off, like I learned so much about myself and I'm glad that like I'm going to college off of my own free will because I genuinely want to go. I'm not going because society is pressuring me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going because every 17, 18-year-old is applying to college, going to college. I'm not going because my parents are pressuring, my grandparents are pressuring, and my aunts, uncles, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going out of my own
Because
free
you
will.
want to. That's
I
awesome.
have something that, yeah, it's something that I genuinely want to do. And I've always felt that way with everything in life. I'm like, who cares how much money, like, you're going to make? Like, how do you feel? Are you, like, is something, I feel like college is one of those things where it's like, it's such a big investment that you really should not be doing it unless you genuinely want to do it. Because if you are wasting, like, if you are wasting your time, you are just wasting your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is so not cool.
Yeah.
You're wasting the one thing, you're wasting the one thing that you cannot fucking get back, your time. And that shit is not, shit's ass.
Yeah, it's a shame
And
that
I'm
that's
so
not
glad I
talking
learned
about.
that.
It's a shame that people don't say that more nowadays. I think we're getting a
Yeah,
little better with it in terms of being
yeah,
like, don't go to college unless you really, really want to. There's still,
yeah,
people who will tell you that that's the way to go, which I don't think that that's 100% the case. It just depends what you want your profession to be or what you want to do. If you think that college is best for you,
yeah.
then that's what's most important.
A lot of people, you want to know what they were telling me? They were like, it leads to other paths, so that you're gonna get into trouble. And it's just like, who said I'm getting into trouble? Like, what is there for me to do? Like, if I'm
Everything
gonna
leads to
continue to get
paths,
boy and rob a
man.
bank.
Everything leads to
I mean, no,
paths.
like it does, of course, but there are people I really have members over here thinking that I'm gonna freaking turn into a criminal if I
For not
decide
going to
not to go to
college.
college. Like,
That's
yeah,
unreal.
like,
I feel bad for people who feel
you
like
know,
that.
I feel bad for people that have parents like that
Yeah.
because, like, at the end of the day, I think I have to also give credit where credit is due. I have incredibly supportive parents, so yeah, like people that don't have supportive parents, like that shit is hard, you know.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you're enjoying Colombia and that you'd want to go backpacking
Yes,
again. That's awesome.
but thank you for convincing me. Thank you for making me realize that
Thank you
I
for
have the power
going.
to really change my life.
Yeah, thank you for going because that's gonna affect me. Like now, I have more of an interest in going now than I did before. So,
Oh my gosh, please, Frankie, like, please do. Like, I swear, it's so good. Oh, I don't know. It's wonderful.
where would you want to go
But
more right now? Would you want to go to more South America or Asia?
um, honestly, personally, I want to go more South America only because I really just want to get better at Spanish. I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
South America is like honestly my main focus because like um I want to, but but I'm thinking like long term. Like if I was gonna backpack for like 8 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Um, I would really want to um, focus more on South America. But for something that's more short term, I'm saying like right now, my opinion could change in the future. I could change completely in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like my headspace right now. I if I was doing something that's more like short term, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, probably Asia. Yeah, and it will also depend on like the time of the year and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm one of those people that like I can't think too far in the future. I can only do like 2 3 months at a time.
yeah. No, me neither. Me neither. It's really hard to
Yeah.
think years down the line when we don't know what we want to do tomorrow. But it's good that you know that
But
you
like
want to go to
even six
school.
months down the line,
Yeah,
like even 6 months down the line, I could say I want to go backpacking in the winter, and like by the time I could sign up for like 5 more classes because I actually like college. I don't know, or I could be a dropout. I could be in jail 3 months from now because I didn't pay my taxes. I could do that. That could happen.
I guess. I guess that
I
means
could be the next Pablo Escobar.
yeah, I could help you out with that.
Mhm. Yeah, like I don't know. Like we just out here. We just living. But yeah,
All right, man.
I don't
Well,
know,
I'm
but
gonna go get on with the rest of my day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and keep in touch with
of
me.
course you too. And thank you for like having me on the podcast again. I really appreciate it.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I wanted to know how Colombia was going. It looks like it's going well.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is. Yeah, you have a
Okay.
wonderful day.
Yeah, you too.
Ciao.
Later. Ciao.